When my new neighbor moved in across the hall, the first thing I noticed was how uncomfortable he looked. Not suspicious. Not dangerous. Just out of place. He avoided eye contact. Kept his shoulders tight. Like he was afraid of being noticed. I know that feeling. So I decided to be friendly. 2 weeks after he moved in, I knocked on his door with a bottle of wine and homemade cookies. No answer. I figured he was either busy or didn't trust strangers. So I left them on his welcome mat with a note. Welcome to the building. From the guy across from you. The next day, the wine and cookies were gone. That night, when I got home from work, something was sitting on my welcome mat. The same wine. Bigger bottle. Chocolate chip cookies that smelled even better than mine. And a note. From the guy across from you. I laughed it off. Thought it was neighborly. I shouldn't have. The cookies were incredible. Too good. When he knocked on my door later that night, I was already a few glasses in. He smiled the entire time, but it wasn't natural. It was like he was copying what he'd seen in a mirror. He refused every drink I offered. Just sat there watching me. Studying me. When he left, he hugged me. Too tight. Too long. I woke up the next morning with a brutal hangover and an empty closet. Half my clothes were gone. Shoes. Jackets. Shirts I wore every week. No forced entry. No broken lock. That night, I heard footsteps outside my door. I looked through the peephole. It was him. Wearing my favorite flannel. My shoes. Standing the way I stand. When he noticed me watching, he smiled wider. And knocked. I told him to give my clothes back. He said they were his. I threatened to call the police. He repeated my words back to me. Same tone, same cadence. The next morning, the police were at my door. He had called them. They asked for my ID. Then they looked at me like I was a stranger. The license had my name. My birthday. But his face. Security footage showed me stealing clothes from his apartment while he slept. My fingerprints matched his record. They arrested me. In holding, my reflection started changing. My eyes darkened. My freckles faded. And memories crept in that I never lived. Or maybe had. 6 months later, he came to visit me. He looked perfect. My face. My voice. He leaned close to the glass and smiled. Thanks for being so welcoming, neighbor, he said. I always wanted a life like yours.